All right, so many of us are worried about the growing impact of AI on our jobs. And a recent CBS News poll found 66% of Americans believe AI will decrease jobs. They also say they're using more AI themselves since last year. Now, LinkedIn CEO Ryan Roslansky and Chief Economic Opportunity Officer Anish Raman are here. They're out with a new book. It's called Open to Work: How to Get Ahead in the Age of AI. That's what we need, all right? We're glad you're here. They share insights on the skills professionals really need and how to stay ahead of AI at work. So, Ryan, Anish, thank you so much for being here. I want to start with you, Ryan. I mean, we talk about this all the time, this anxiety that people are feeling. And something that really stuck out to me is this idea that it's no longer a career ladder, it's a career wall. So explain that.
I mean, first of all, that anxiety is real. And by virtue of us working on LinkedIn and looking at the activity that we see all day long of companies posting jobs and members updating their profile, we do see the labor market is changing rapidly on LinkedIn. On one side, we see that the average set of skills that you need to do a job are changing rapidly. Everyone's job is changing, even if you're not changing your job. Even on the flip side, though, we see a lot of new jobs are being created because of AI. We've seen 1.3 million net new jobs on LinkedIn over the past year related to AI through AI data centers or data annotation or forward deployed engineers. So what's happening right now is the labor market is radically changing. When the labor market's radically changing on LinkedIn, the paths that we've known in terms of how you get a job are changing as well. And we think of it less as what used to be maybe a career ladder you'd climb, and more now as a climbing wall where you may need to reskill yourself and go left and right and up and down to figure out your career path moving forward.
And you're dropping some gems. You said everyone's job is changing, even if you're not changing your job. That's really good.
I like
All right,
that too.
Anish, let's talk about this understanding of AI literacy. The study from LinkedIn said that they are requiring more jobs are requiring professionals to have a little bit more of an understanding of AI, and it's grown by 70%. But what does that mean, though? Like, what do you need to know about AI? How fluent in AI do you need to be in order to meet the requirements of these jobs?
Yeah, first, let me say I get it. For everyone who is feeling really stressed, who doesn't want to touch the tool because they're worried about what it's going to mean, we've all got to push past that. That's part of why we wrote the book. We wanted to demystify what all this is. AI is a tool that is easier to use than any other technology that has ever been invented. You just talk to it like you would another person. Take to it something you don't like to do. Maybe at home it's like an exercise plan or a meal plan. At work it's a project that is like the worst part of your day or clogs up a lot of your time, like sifting through emails. Find a way to use it and realize it's going to free up time and help you do new things that are based on your unique curiosities and capabilities as a human. AI can do a lot. So can we as humans. And one thing AI cannot do is beat us at being us. And as long as we anchor ourselves and our work around our unique capabilities as humans, we're going to be fine.
Something I was told that really helped me with AI is use it like an assistant. And then from there, you'll become a little bit more comfortable with it.
I want to pick up on the thread of let us be us. Because I think, what is going to happen to us? But Ryan, you guys write that there are soft skills that will always matter, that only humans can do. What are those soft skills that we should be paying attention to? What does that
first
mean?
of all, it's ironic because I think historically we talk about soft skills. The word soft kind of meant like they're not important.
Yes.
We focused a lot through the education systems, through even the past few decades that computer science was important, or a lot of these really technical
coding
skills
was important.
Right now, if AI is able to do a lot of those tasks and democratize that, what's left and what helps you stand out are those human skills. Communication, an ability to sit here and have a conversation and look somebody in the eye. Empathy, compassion, courage, creativity. Those are the uniquely human skills that, if maybe these hard skills are more democratized, you have to work on those now, become great at those, because that's what's going to help you stand out.
I do want to ask, though, of how to prioritize, learning this AI literacy as AI is changing so much, because I think a lot of us are like, we want to learn it, but we also have to be successful at our current job and not get fired. And people are overwhelmed by that because companies are trying to do more with less. What is your specific advice of how to prioritize that tension with companies? Because I think people worry, well, we're just going to be blood dry for the current mission and replaced by someone who's younger and cheaper.
I mean, part of why we wrote this book is the conversation.
Very good question.
Very good. Well, I think a lot of people are struggling with that. They're like, I got to use it. When do I use it? And if I use it, am I just replacing myself down the line? The conversation is fueling so much fear, but this fatalism that it's all figured out and we're all just along for the ride. That's not it. thing we talk about in the book is everyone who has a job, all of us here, can list the 12 things we do, the 12 tasks we do every week. Forget your title, which I know will sound crazy for folks who have built their career around the job title. But you do something every week. List the 12 tasks you do. Bucket one, stuff that AI can do. And this means you got to use the tools to see what it can do. It can summarize things really well. It can do a first draft of something if you're struggling with where to start. Coding is in there too. What AI can do, you're going to start giving it those tasks. That doesn't mean the end of your job.
15 seconds.
This is really great. We could continue this conversation so much. Ryan Roslansky, Nish Aman, thank you so much. Their book,
Really
Open to Work, is available now. Scan the QR code on your screen to buy it.